Hi everybody, this is Tatiana and hopefully this goes well. This is going to be a flip through of my book journal. I do record some bookish stats in two different places. One, a lot of my stats are not stats, but information is kept in this journal. But there is a small amount that's kept in my Erin Condren. So I'm going to show you what I do in here and then go to this. So in my Erin Condren, for those of you who have been wanting to see a little bit of my Erin Condren, this is pretty much what I could show you. In my Erin Condren, this is the page that I use to keep track of the books that I read. Hopefully that's coming through well. The books that I read each month during the year. So this will just list the books that I read. Where is my 2018 Erin Condren is in my room. This is my 2016 Erin Condren, and this is what the page looked like at the end of the year. So yeah, this is where I keep track of all of that as I'm reading. But as I'm going through the rest of the year and the actual specifics of what I read, I keep track of that in here. So this is actually a traveler's notebook that I got from Target last year. It's part of the May Designs. Let me see if I have, yeah. It was part of the May Designs Traveler's Notebook that was released by Target through Blue Sky, with May Designs and Blue Sky, and I just didn't make use of it. So this is what houses my book bullet journal, and I'm going to take this out and I will show you what I had for 2018 and then what I'm doing for 2019 so far. This is an Exceed notebook that I got from Walmart. I don't spend a lot of money on notebooks and journals, so yeah, this is what I have and it works fine for me. There are some issues with ghosting through the pages, but for what I'm using it for, and that is just for me, this is fine. This is I put it as the index. I don't think that's right, but whatever. This will have the pages. I haven't filled it out with everything that I have on here or in here thus far, but the idea is at some point, probably when I finish filling this up, I'm going to go in and put what the page numbers are for everything that's in here, so that if I'm looking for something specific, I can go through the table of contents and go directly to the exact page. These were my 2018 anticipated releases, and I put check marks beside the ones that I got for the most part. Yeah, some of them are not checked, but this is my owned and unread spread for 2018 if you follow me on Instagram, and I think I showed this on one of my Vlogmas videos as well. This is where I kept track of the books that I had purchased that were already on my bookcases, and if I read them, I colored them in with colored pencils. 2018 did not go so well. These are two trackers that I just fell off on. This one at least made it to February. I think I fell off with this around the end of January, but I wanted to track the days that I read for an hour and then track how many pages I read, with each square being 100 pages, and then the idea was to go back and go in the opposite direction, and that would double it if need be. Didn't follow through with that. These are quotes to remember. Didn't follow through with adding anything from that. And yeah, I left 2 pages for that. That kind of sucks, but that's okay. And then here we get into my reviews that I write out. I am not someone who typically writes out her reviews. This may be causing this book some undue stress. I don't know. But yeah, after I do my reviews on YouTube, which I keep spoiler free, I write out my reviews for some of the books in here. And these contain spoilers so that like I can remember specific details. Now typically my memory for books is pretty damn good. If I like the book, right now my memory has about a 10-year window when it will hold on to details about the book. But some of the books, if they're like not books that speak to me, having the details written out help with that. This is the listing of all the books I purchased in 2018. Some of these were, yeah, I just bought a bunch of books. I bought a bunch of books and luckily left myself just enough pages. And these are the library checkouts. I don't think this is all of them. I don't think I kept up with this well for 2018 either. And then we get into more book reviews. And then the book reviews that I uploaded, I didn't keep track with that. I've uploaded way more book reviews than these in 2018, but I can go back and backfill this. And yeah, this is my written out gush of Alyssa Cole, or for Alyssa Cole. And this is a series tracker. I need to check off another book for the Dark Hunter series by Christine Feehan. This is like my paranormal romance smut series that I just really enjoy reading. And so yeah, I've read all of them as they are released. Dark Sentinel just came out last year. And yeah, more. I had planned to do a Nnedi Okorafor retrospective at the end of 2018. That didn't happen because I didn't read all of the Nnedi books that I wanted, but I left pages for it. This is a personal tracker that you don't need to see. More reviews. More reviews. Okay, yeah. When I was trying to mock out what my planner flip through would be, yeah, and then I just couldn't do it because it's too much to cover up. And more book reviews. This is where I kept track of. I'll let you see the books. This is where I kept track of how much money I spent on my hobbies in 2018. And this is my book wish list, and I have highlighted the books that I have purchased. Yeah, all of these are purchases. None of them were library checkouts. So yeah, but yeah, this is how much I spent on books in 2018, which really isn't bad until you look at the rest of what I spent on hobbies. Yeah. So next page has some video ideas, and these are the things that I learned for myself in 2018. I need to finish highlighting this because I did finish Vlogmas, and my favorite books, favorite new to me authors. These were all Vlogmas video ideas. And then my anticipated 2019 releases. At the point when I started this, I want to say in December, so before I had actually prepped and was ready to do 2019. And then my 2019 reading goals. That was a tag that I did. Those are notes for a review I still need to write up. And now we get into 2019. I do want to say, I cannot draw with a fart, and I cannot do a straight line to save my life. Sometimes I have problems even with the ruler. So if you are looking for pretty journal spreads, that's not going to be what you get here. This is probably as close as it's going to get. And I want to add some glitter to this. I did this while I was out of town, and I didn't have my glitter gel pens. I just had some markers and colored pencils. So I'm going to add glitter to this page. This is my owned and unread collection as of January 1st of this year, and instead of being 2 pages this year, it is 3. So I have a lot of work to do this year. Yeah, a lot of work to do this year. And I actually think I have some Kindle books that I purchased at the end of December that I have not added in here. yet. So, but yeah, this year looks a little bit, because I didn't take a ruler with me when I went out of town. So yeah, there aren't definite lines. I was thinking about going in and taking a ruler just to make the lines for the shelves, but those of you who saw it on my other video was like, this looks really nice, so maybe I'll leave it like this and just be okay with that. And then I have my page for my A to Z reading challenge, as well as the Pop Sugar reading challenge. I'd leave a space beneath each one because I'm not like other people who do the challenge and they just check it off as they do it. I need to write which books I read that are fulfilling the challenge. Same with the A to Z reading challenge, because my goal is to not have that many repeats. This is the Book Riot Read Harder challenge, the prompts for that. And then this is where I am keeping track of the requests that I make for NetGalley. I am trying to be more careful or mindful of the requests that I make this year, because about half of the requests I made last year, which really isn't bad, but half of the requests I made last year were duds for me. They were just okay reads. So yeah, this I will keep track of the author, no, the title, the author, and then whether or not I was approved. And then this is the Read Ghanaian book challenge that somebody pointed out to me. It may have been Dee Dee from Brown Girl Reading, pointed this out to me, and I found the prompts on Twitter, so I just made a page for that. And then these are the books purchased, and I am keeping track of how much I pay, because this will make it easier for me to add this up at the end of the year versus what I had to do for 2018. And then I will put a check, or yeah, I'll put a check if I read the book. And then it'll be interesting to see how many books I purchased in 2019 that I read. And then this is the Around the World in 52 Books challenge that I am not going to be doing the way other people are doing this. Like, other people are doing this, and the way that the challenge is laid out is for you to do a book each week going through the challenges. Well, for those of you who've been watching me for a while, you know I don't make TBRs. So I will read a book and I will check this challenge to see if the book applies to any of this, or if I need to seek out a book that applies to some challenges that I'm missing, then I will fill it in. Of these challenges, because this is the end of the 52 book challenge. Of these challenges, the only ones that I definitely want to complete are the A to Z reading challenge and the Pop Sugar challenge. Excuse me, everything else is like surplus, and I have, again, plenty of books to do that. This is where I'm keeping track of whether or not I read during the month for each day. I need to actually go in and color in. Let me do that now. If y'all don't want to see this, you can speed through it, but I'm going to do it right now. That's that. So for every day that I read, I will color in a block, and I will probably use a different colored pencil each month. And then these will be my library checkouts and whether or not I read them. For example, all of these, it's January 11th and I have checked out 4 books from the library and I've read 0 of them. So yeah, this is the end of my trackers thus far. I will be adding 1 or 2 more. I just saw one on another booktuber's or YouTuber's channel. I don't know if she actually does booktube or if this was just part of her sharing for her YouTube channel, but I think it's Mom to Twins 04. No, Mom to Triplets 04. How she is tracking her types of books read, like the genre and the classification. So adult, YA, middle grade, fantasy, romance, historical fiction, those things. So yeah, I'm going to add that in. I would do that on camera and speed through it, but I don't know if I want to. I'll do it. This will probably be the last time you ever get a video like this, so why the hell not? So here we go. So yeah, the camera didn't cut off. I mean, the camera cut off and I didn't realize it. My bad. Yeah, this is the spread. A note about these Xceed notebooks. For those of you, or Xceed journals, for those of you who like to add washi tape to your journal, washi tape is made to purposely come off of paper. However, it will rip your journal if you are using an Xceed journal, just because it is a cheaper type of paper. It's not as durable as the Leuchtturm or Moleskine paper, and I don't know if the washi tape will rip those papers, but yeah, so just a little FYI on that. Let me see if I have a sticker. So yeah, this is my version of like decorating, because I have tons of stickers that where I've already used the kits in my planner and I wouldn't be able to use them in here. So yeah, that is my bookish bullet journal. I hope you liked it, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a good weekend whenever you see this video. Bye.